Hi there, just a quick one before I show you around the allotment in the greenhouse at home. Me and Gary from Geordie Giant Veg, we're appearing on a programme on the BBC called A1 Britain's Longest Road, and that'll be getting aired at 11 o'clock next Monday morning. So please tune in and watch that if you can. It would be much appreciated to share your thoughts on how it went. Basically, they filmed were all the way down the A1, taking my veg to Malvern Show last year, and they followed around the show, recording all the action of the giant vegetables, and my reactions to getting some places. We had a cracking show. I had quite a few firsts with the flowers, and other bits and bobs were in there. So it'd be much appreciated if you could watch the show and let us know your thoughts. I'll show you around the greenhouse at home and on the allotment. Thank you. So what we've got here is all the chrysanthemums, and the varieties I've got are, well, there's quite a lot of varieties. What I'm growing is late flowering singles and anemones. I think I've said that right. So I think I've got 40 anemones and 60 late flowering singles, so plenty to go at. Plenty of flowers going to be coming up in these, so I'm really looking forward to growing them. They do need potting up, and they will probably be going into the final pot actually in the next week or two, which will be a 9 litre air pot. As I say, I'm really looking forward to growing them. They'll be going into a 9 litre air pot and grown in Canna Terra, and fed a nutrient solution throughout. So fingers crossed I can get some of these on the bench and do them some justice. So they'll be going for the nationals. I'm not sure where they are, but I'm being mentored by John Peace, one of the top growers. So fingers crossed I can get some decent flowers out of them. So dahlias, onto the dahlias. I've got a lot of dahlias, a lot of decent varieties. I've managed to get some from Andrew Robinson, who's helped us out massively. Kenora Challenger, I got from him some of his stock of Kiwi Gloria. I did have quite a few Kiwi of my own, but I just fancy getting some of his stock in some Oakwood Goldcrest. So numbers seem to be sorted. I'm short of a medium cactus, but Kevin is kindly going to sort some of them out, doing a swap with some giant onions. And onto here we have giant cucumber from Peter Glazebrook's giant tomatoes, and some of Chris Evans' giant tomatoes as well. So Chris Evans are on the left here, giant cucumbers down the middle, and Glazebrook's on the right there. And these are just some of the dahlia mess. Well, I made a canny mess of the bench, to be fair. Dahlias that I potted up just now. A couple of years ago I grew some fantastic Flavor Eskimo gladioli, and that's what's in this bag here. I managed to get some from Frankie Charlton, and these ones here are from Great Western Glads, I think. So I've got cream perfection, salmon star, and Flavor Eskimo. 3 varieties to go at, and I think I've got about 120 combs there. I'll show you where I'm going to put them in the garden. Just putting this shading over just to keep the sun off them till I plant them out. So we'll have a quick look in the tunnels, and then I'll show you my plan for the garden. So I've managed to get everything planted out. Spare giant onions, what I've got on the left there. I'm going to have a go at not supporting these ones down the garden. You can see that one there is really long. There's a good chance that might double centre or go to seed. I don't really know what's happened to that, to be fair, but they were from the early stock that were planted in, I think it was the beginning of October, so may have caused some check, but we'll see as they start growing. On the right I have the Potlicks Yorkshire Giants, these will be grown for heavy weights for the likes of Malvern and the National Potlick Society show, North East Horticultural Show, sorry. These will just be grown for heavy weight. They're grown in cocoa. Everything in here is grown in a can of cocoa in an air pot, and I'll be linking some kind of watering system up in here over the next couple of weeks, but watering by hand at the minute. Nutrients are at the bottom there. I'll be hooking the tank up, and they'll be on a nutrient system on a timer. So that'll be happening in the next 2 weeks or so. Onto the raised beds. Really happy with the plants, the leeks this year. As I said throughout the videos, I've managed to keep on top of potting up. As you can see, they're sitting at around 9 inches around now. So I've got down the left there are Cumbrians. They'll be for the national. I've got 12 Cumbrians in, and 8 Yorkshire Giants. So size wise, they're bulking up now, straight away into the ground, looking fantastic. The flag spread is probably sitting at around 4 inches, so nice and clean, no insect damage. Yeah, just looking really good. Can't complain with them. I'll have a quick look. Somebody's got a chainsaw going, which is a bit annoying, but it's part and parcel of having an allotment. So I said that I've got the carrots planted. I've planted them a lot later than what I should have done, but I didn't have time with work. But they're in now, not for national level standard, but they'll do for the little local shows. So basically, what I use is this drain pipe. Basically, push it in right away down and extract the sand out, and then I just backfill the hole with Leamington's F2S, and then sow the seeds. I've sowed about 4 per station, and then I'll thin them out once they germinate in probably 2 weeks time or so. So onto the raised beds, me plan. Basically, the chrysanthemums will be going over in that corner. I need to do a little bit tidying up, but that's nothing. I'm a bit disappointed with the manure that I got. You can see all the straw. It's absolutely ridiculous, but hopefully it'll rotivate in, and I'll just I might just rake the worst of it off and just whack it in the compost heap, and hopefully it'll just rotivate in. So 2 dahlia beds, another 2, and another 2 there. These 2 here will be probably for chrysanthemums. In that area there, I'll be putting chrysanthemums in over there as well. I'm not too sure what to do with that area there, because in previous years when I've planted dahlias in there, they just tend to get in the way, and a bit of a struggle getting past with them. So I'll have a think over the next couple of weeks and get a plan sorted of what I'm doing where. So we'll have a quick look over the greenhouse at home. So we're back at the greenhouse at home, and as you can probably hear, it's back to Great British summertime. It started raining again. Was expected really. Our summer lasted 4 days, same as last year. But hopefully that'll change again over the next few weeks or so. So giant onions, we have 18 onions in here, and they are looking stupendous, if that's such a word. So I put a tape measure on the ones around the back there. As you can see, I'll try and get that flute out of the way, and that is sitting at 11 3/4 inches around. There's the one there which is sitting a bit deeper, and a one at the back there which is probably sitting the same. They're all varying in size. this one here in particular looks like it has a longer neck in comparison to the one at the back there. That one seems to be growing more in proportion. Bit bulbous at the bottom, but they look good so far. None of them are bulbing up in comparison to last year's attempt. They bulbed up really early, but I thought it was game over with them, but they looked spot on all the way through. I still need to hook up the dripper system. I haven't really had a chance to get that sorted, but having said that, I have been keeping on top of the watering, so they haven't been lagging or anything. We did have some temperatures in here last week, up to, I think it was 43 Celsius, which is ridiculously hot, but that kind of be helped with the temperatures which we had last week. But yeah, they're looking good. Still insect free, no thrip damage or anything. Just looking really good, really healthy plants. Light times, the neighbour has decided to cut the tree down out the back of my house, and that is now letting light in basically till dinner time. So I haven't had to have the lights on between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. just at the peak of the daylight. They're getting natural daylight, so the lights have been going off, and they've been benefiting from natural daylight. The flutes on them just look really good. Sorry about the camera there with it going another light. Yeah, they're looking really good. The monitor system, so the humidity side, it's raining outside, but the humidity side here, there is airflow, fans, windows and doors have been open all day, and the big fan, the max fan there, recirculates the air in the greenhouse for 15 minutes every 2 hours. So hopefully that's keeping the plants going okay. Dahlias wise, a lot of cuttings to take. I will be taking my last batch of cuttings tomorrow. When I get 5 minutes, I'll be taking the last batch, and that should do is I should have the numbers I need of all the plants, with a couple of backups, just a pot tuber for next year. A lot of the pot tubers that I had, I've pulled one out here. This isn't actually from one of mine, but mine were doing the same. They just went soft and turned to mush. You can see that is Winhome Diane, not from my stock, but mine did exactly the same. They just went to mush. So I will be pot tubering a lot of plants this year, and you tend to get a better success rate out of taking pot tubers. So yeah, quickly have a look under here. So this was the last batch of cuttings I took, and the root rate has been phenomenal. So I've actually lost one in there, but that could be down to millions of reasons why. So yeah, that's it. Really happy with the plants in the greenhouse and at the allotment. So that's it. Any questions, feel free to ask. See you later.